What's the deal, family, man? Welcome back to the channel, bringing you the realest and rawest reactions on YouTube, man. We got another banger for y'all today, man. Look, we got the Mexican clown that killed cartel members and filmed it. All right, about to run this one up right here, bro. Going crazy, bro. Got the Pennywise. He got the Pennywise on, going wild up over there, man. Doing who knows what to who knows who and who knows where land. You know what I'm saying? We gonna check this one out right here, man. Look, I've already done a couple of cartel reactions on my other channel, man. So that's these two videos right here. So if you want to go check those out, we got the Ghost Rider video right here. We also got the Chainsaw Murders right here. So you go run those one up. Go over there, go watch that. They come back and talk to me, man. Let's get into this. See what's going on, man. If you guys got more videos you want me to react to that's like this or maybe something different, get at me in the comments. Get at me on the socials, all that good stuff. Let's run this one up.
Dime recio. Te venías con la boca.
Nah, son tripping. Nah, hell no. Bro, if I seen anybody outside with that, I'm gone. I'm in the whole, I'm going, I'm moving. You got the block, bro. The block is yours. You good, bro. Come on, man. Anybody outside wearing that, bro, I'm on alert. Hell no. Nigga, it's a whole clown crew of them. It's a whole... Man, they got a whole gang, bro. What's going on over here, man?
Do you have an irrational fear of clowns? If not, you might develop one by the end of this video. For a long time now, popular culture has depicted clowns as creepy or even evil, from the Stephen King's It to the Joker. These infamous characters might explain the irrational fear of clowns, at least a little bit. But what if I told you such clowns exist in real life? The Jalisco New Generation Cartel, or CJ&G, has been terrorizing Mexico for over a decade now. And they are by far more brutal than their enemies, the Sinaloa Cartel, and even Pablo Escobar's Blood Empire. Now they have an army of evil clowns who torture rival cartel members to death and...
Wait, so it's a whole cartel clown gang that goes around and solely just to fuck with other cartel gangs? What?
film their horrific deeds. It's hard to imagine something like this is real and is happening right now. This is the full story of Fabian Urbino Morales and his sick clown army. Before we go on, I must warn you, the following video contains very graphic details. Today's story begins with a nasty man called Nemesio Azaguirre Carvantes, aka El Mencho. He was born in July 1966
El Mencho,
and grew up in a family.
I've heard about El Mencho. I've seen his name mentioned a number of times in a number of different places. We know about El Mencho. Okay, let's continue, man. We get into familiar territory.
Of poor avocado farmers. By the 1980s, he illegally immigrated to the United States, but he committed so many petty crimes there that he was soon deported. Already desensitized to violence and willing to do anything for quick cash, he joined the Milenio Cartel, but the Milenio Cartel was slowly decimated and broken into tiny factions. So in 2009, El Mencho started his own cartel. Initially, it was called Los Torcidos, or the Twisted Ones. Considering what they ended up doing, perhaps this name was more fitting than Jalisco New Generation Cartel.
CJ&G is the single criminal organization most responsible for these deaths on both sides of the border.
The Jalisco New Generation Cartel took the fight to the next level, shooting down a military helicopter with a rocket-propelled grenade. Tonight,
yo, they shooting down helicopters with grenades, with rocket launchers. Who is this? How come we ain't never heard of these cats, bro? That's where I'm confused. I done heard Pablo's dudes, Sinaloa. All them dudes, we heard of all them dudes, but the CJ&G over here just doing it up on everybody. Military getting it, other cartels is getting it, innocent bystanders is getting it. Like, what? How come we ain't really never heard of these cats, man? That's where I'm confused.
The DEA is offering $10 million for information leading to the arrest of the Mexican drug kingpin known as El Mencho.
El Mencho was inspired by Los Zetas cartel and its
I heard of
militarized
it.
structure. He, however, took it to the next level, arming thousands of violent men with huge rifles, army tanks, and grenades.
And in July, footage would emerge of that CGNG convoy. These gunmen call themselves the Elite Group and pledge allegiance.
That's the CJN. That's them? I've seen this video before, so this is them. Okay. Yeah, they built different. I'm sorry. If you ain't seen this video, bruh, these dudes had 25,000 trucks. Military trucks, like barricaded, bulletproof, super trucks, looking like it's the dark times over here, man. Everybody had 6 machine guns, 47 clips. It's looking like Warzone out here. Call of Duty, Warzone. Everybody got cheat codes and mods on it. That's what this group looked like. If you ain't never seen this video, it look crazy, bro.
Allegiance to El Mencho. They're armed with assault rifles with grenade launchers attached to the barrel.
Now I get
machine
it.
guns, and also this gun. This is a 50 caliber sniper rifle. It's a powerful weapon that the CJNG loves to show off.
The CJNG rules by
cal.
fear, kidnapping, torture, and killing anyone who stands in their way. Sometimes it's rival cartels, and other times it's police officers, and even civilians. They have no regard for human life. All they care about is making money and spreading the message that they are now in charge. But El Mencho doesn't just do this with military weapons and an organized structure. He also recruits the absolute worst people in Mexico. One of them is Fabian Urbino Morales, aka El Payaso. El Payaso means the clown in Spanish. Creepily enough, Fabian Morales did work as a clown at the circus when he was younger. Then, he traded his clown suit for guns, machetes, and knives, but he kept the mask. Fabian Morales used to work for Los Metros cartel, which was a smaller faction of the Gulf cartel, operating from Reynosa at the border with Texas. Morales quickly climbed Los Metros' ranks and brought a new level.
Bro, how many cartels are there? Like, dog, he just dropped 6 new cartels. Like, come on, bro. I've heard of the main, like, 3. Like 2, 3, 4 different cartels, but bro, this fool done dropped 8 cartels already. We not even halfway through the video. Like, how many are there?
Level of psychopathic violence to the gang. He and his own henchmen all wearing the same horrible clown mask. But the terrifying gang didn't earn a name just for their masks. They had incredibly gruesome methods of dealing with the rival cartel members.
In this place, Mencho and his people recruited them when they saw the way they executed their rivals. They beat them in gasoline drums.
El Mencho saw Morales and his gang burning and flaying his victims alive. For him, this was proof that Morales would make a great captain. As I said, El Mencho recruits the very worst people around. CJNG quickly grew into the second biggest cartel in Mexico, second only to El Chapo and El Mayo's notorious Sinaloa cartel. This is particularly interesting as El Mencho's beginnings lie with avocados.
The economical power behind the Cartel Jalisco, they literally started with avocados, so they were farmers. They literally started moving from avocados to chemical precursors to make drugs like methamphetamine. It's like, okay, so what the U.S. market like? They like their avocados from Mexico and their meth from Mexico.
Needless to say,
you know what? I remember seeing a video on Twitter, dog, and it was like the feds or the DEA or something like that had seized like kilos, bro, like stupid amounts of kilos, and they were hidden inside avocados. I don't know whether it was them or, you know, the Sinaloa, whoever, you know, but I remember it was a lot of coke, bro. It was a lot of that stuff, dog. And it was in avocados, bro. They hid it in avocados. It was crazy, bro. I wonder if that's like, yeah.
it's impossible to rule a cartel this big single-handedly. So El Mencho set out to recruit smaller cartel bosses to act as kind of a manager to various areas that the CJNG spread out to. Slowly but surely, the CJNG recruited the whole Los Metros cartel and engulfed them into their gang. Fabian Morales became El Mencho's trusted man, so trusted that El Mincho encouraged him and his henchmen to keep wearing the terrifying masks. After all, CJ&G's end goal is to spread as much pain as possible.
Hell no. Hey, you see 3 cats with sombreros eating Jack in the Box fries with clown masks on and Desert Eagles? What you doing? What is you doing when you pull up in traffic and you look to your right and you see what's going on? What you doing? I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm doing? This is what I'm gonna do. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't even here, homie. I'm not even here. I don't know what's going on. I'm not driving. I ain't even here, homie. Just, oh. I ain't making no reaction, nothing, bro. I'm gonna act like I ain't seen nothing. I don't even know what's going on.
Morales became one of the commanders of the criminal.
But best believe my foot is ready to drive off if need be. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna drive off in front of them. They gonna follow me. They gonna think I'm a snitch or something. I don't even need all that. But best believe I'm sitting there like this. But as soon as I see something that look fishy out the corner of my eye, I'm gone. I am gone. Promise you. Talking about
Structure of Miguel Fernandez, LM2, lieutenant of one of the CJ&G's regions, with his most evil side encouraged by El Mincho. It wasn't long before Morales became one of Mexico's worst real-life monsters. By the 2010s, there was another problem. Cartel members could easily film videos of their most brutal acts and upload them to the internet. This spread a clear message: don't mess with us. It was a message to rival cartels as well as anyone else watching. But I can't stress this enough. Do not watch these kinds of videos. They only damage your mental health. There's nothing good that comes out of watching something like this. Warning, very graphic details ahead.
Hey, he right, but I've
Skip
seen
ahead
him.
the next couple of minutes if you don't want to.
I ain't gonna lie, I've seen a bunch of videos of like real stuff. Nothing good comes from it, but I've seen it. And I feel like I'm alright. But still, don't watch it though.
Hear the contents of the Cartel video. It's unclear whether the infamous Quiero Agua video was done by Fabian Morales under his orders or just by his vile henchmen. In the video, the CJ&G clowns have kidnapped a rival cartel member, most likely a former member of La Familia. The victim has never been identified, as the video begins with a flipped face. The 30-second video shows a man inches away from death after the evil clowns had already removed all skin from his face and other body parts.
Dang.
This is not the only gruesome, blood-chilling part of the video, something that shows the true nature of Morales and his gang. And for what it's worth, the CJ&G is the way the men taunt their victim, mocking him and laughing at his pain. At one point, the men kept asking him if he wants water, but imagine having to talk without a face.
¿Agua? ¿Eh? Dime recio. Que me digas con la boca.
The man wheezes in pain. It's pretty clear he just wants to die, but the clowns keep taunting him, keeping him alive for as long as possible. His voice is raspy and weak, but this only amuses the clowns. Seeing a scene like this in a horror movie could be enough.
Bro, that is the perfect little side clip to you, because that's some real life, like, Saw shit. Like, whoa. Whoa. It's the world we live in, man. Like, most places is not like first world countries where it's all nice, and even first world places, like even America, got so many shitty parts to it, and where shit is crazy. So it's like, it's just the world we live in, bro. Shit is just crazy in certain places, and a lot of places really. Man, wow.
To give you sleepless nights and maybe even anxiety attacks. So it's hard to comprehend how a bunch of people could do this to another human being, being inches away from it, and laugh at it. Just how many things have to go wrong for someone to end up like these clowns? To think Fabian Morales and his henchmen were once babies. Can you imagine the violence they witnessed, or perhaps even suffered, before they became these psychopathic monsters? No
That's
animal
it
could
right
do this.
there.
Animals kill for food or to survive, but the CJ&G cartel and its horrifying soldiers kill for pleasure. These cartels kill as a means to an end, to secure power, territory, and trafficking routes. The CJ&G made violence a means to an end, and in the age where we can share and watch pretty much anything online, this is becoming even more dangerous. Violence spreads easily, and being exposed to it early on can lead to a dark and violent mind. Once again, please don't go looking for this video or other videos posted by CJ&G. Now, it's probably time to ask, what are the police doing about this? If these evil clowns drive their cars and expose their guns in broad day.
What are the police doing about, bro? When I try to tell y'all that video of all them armed trucks and vehicles with all them guns, bro, that is the police now. They the police now. They the military now. What, the military can't do nothing with these guys, bro. It's a wrap. They had 20,000 trucks, military style trucks, bro, with the guns. They got all the guns the military got, plus the ones they don't got. They the military now, bro. What are you talking about?
And if they blatantly post videos of torture and death, how are they not in prison already? Well, you'll be pleased to know Fabian Morales has finally been arrested. In October 2019, the CJ&G orchestrated a huge ambush on the police, taking the lives of 13 officers. This wasn't the first time the CJ&G was targeting police officers and taking more than a dozen lives in one day. But this time, the police used the ambush as a perfect context to launch their own operation. So in January 2020, the Michoacan police launched a huge sting operation on the CJ&G. At least, they got their hands on El Payaso and a few of his henchmen. Interestingly enough, this was the same sting operation that ended the life of La Catrina.
Tranquila, mija, ya viene el helicóptero por ti. Ya viene el helicóptero. Tranquila, hija, tranquila. Vas a estar bien. Trata de aguantar, ¿eh?
Damn, you heard her breathing?
La Catrina had joined CJ&G back in 2017 when she was just 19, but she had such an extreme thirst for blood that she was soon propelled to hit squad commander. El Mincho encouraged her extreme thirst for blood that back in 2017 when she was just 19, but she had such an
Man, I ain't gonna lie, she should have started an OF or something. That ain't funny, but she should have started OF or fans or a Patreon or something, man. She would have been better off. Would have got the bread. Would have been, you know what I'm saying? Post some little Instagram, little song, you know what I mean? Get the little Twitter popping. Would have made some bread. Would have made some bread, man. Stan was trying to go out there, trying to do, you know, be out there going crazy.
An extreme thirst for blood that she was soon propelled to hit squad commander. El Mincho encouraged her drive to torture and kill, and even supported her regular hits on police officers. That's right, La Catrina had given the order of the October ambush. The Michoacan police even had a recording of her voice ordering the hit. There was no way she would get out of this. La Catrina was hit in the jugular. She succumbed to her wounds in the helicopter on the way to the hospital. But the same couldn't be said about Fabian Morales and his fellow evil clowns. They were arrested and taken to prison. As news of his arrest made headlines throughout Mexico, it became clear that El Payaso had another brother in the CJ&G.
El Payaso is the brother of a person nicknamed El Jaguar, a former military man and former member of the CJ&G Delta Group.
It turns out that El Jaguar was a member of the CJ&G before El Payaso joined. He was still working as a regular circus clown when his brother was killing and maiming for cash. Perhaps it was El Jaguar that convinced El Payaso to join the cartel. Or perhaps they grew up in an already violent world where death is normalized and the general mentality is kill or be killed. Now, this isn't an excuse or even an explanation for what they ended up doing. If you saw this in a movie, you'd say it's far-fetched. But to think that this happens in real life is truly worrying. And here's another sad twist. Now Fabian Morales is in prison. It's unlikely he will ever get parole or even escape for that matter. He doesn't have the money or the authority of El Chapo. And even El Chapo found the end of his freedom at the ADX Florence in the United States. But El Payaso legacy is a dark one, and there are many people that look up to him. Some of his evil clowns are still out there, inflicting the kind of pain and suffering that he had taught them. And today, the CJ&G is at the top of its game.
The DEA says his cartel, called Cartel Jalisco, or CJ&G, is responsible for roughly a third of the drugs entering this country by land and by sea.
They're on the brink of being named a terrorist organization. The war between the Sinaloa cartel and the CJ&G and the authorities that want them behind bars have been terrorizing Mexico for more than a decade. The war on drugs is at its very worst, and senseless violence seems far away from an end. In fact, reputable newspapers have argued that the cartels seem to control the government at the moment.
They create
the cartels control the government at the moment. What did I say? I'm trying to tell y'all. Yeah, it's like that.
Chaos to go and sit with the local politicians and say like, okay, do you want more or shall we negotiate this?
Still, it's a small victory that Fabian Morales is in prison. This means that the authorities haven't given up. Perhaps in time, enough kingpins and psychopathic commanders will be arrested or dead. And as the violence decreases, young people will be less tempted to join the ranks of the Mexican cartels.
Wow. That was it, man. The Mexican clown that killed cartel members and filmed it. That was crazy, bro. That just opened my eyes to a whole lot of shit that I didn't really realize, but also confirmed some stuff I already knew, man. Either way, though, it's a crazy world over there, man. But it is what it is. Some people get born into it. Some people, learn the behavior. I can't really necessarily speak on it from first-person experience. But this is what I will say. If you guys want to hear a story time of me meeting cartel members for the first time and how that whole situation went, let me know. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment on the video, man. I'll drop a story time on my other channel. That's it, though. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Remember to keep it real. Rules, brand, always reaches everyone next time. Peace.